Spokane! Welcome to Lilac City Live! Tonight we have guest author Kris Dinnison. Visual artist Nick Lewis. The comedic stylings of Alayna Becker. And finally, music by Folkinception. Now be prepared to be tuckered out from laughing too hard, because here's your host, Ryan D. Tucker!
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Wow, cool, good, hot crowd tonight. Feeling it. Sean, how's it going? Good. Cool. I Benjamin buttoned Sean, and it happened really quick, so. But you look good, you look real sharp. Nice tie. Yeah. Good, okay. So, as per usual, I didn't write a monologue of one-liner jokes because that's lame. But my current Spokane obsession is about the Family Fun Center on Sprague. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The Family Fun Center. It is, I drove by it one day. Here we go. The Family Fun Time Arcade on Sprague. And it beckoned me because that screams fun and murder. So I go, well, I better not go in there. I'll probably die. And then I drove by it a week later and I was like, well, I gotta go in there. And I went in there and this is the one video game that's in the Family Fun Arcade and nobody was in there. Just this one game, but it was open and it had free credits on it. So I played for a while. But nobody was in there. And you can't see too well, but behind there is no light and a couch that leads, and you can hear voices. I played one more game and then decided to leave. Since then, I've gone back twice. They've added 3 pinball machines and that game, and Golden Axe, and a Neo Geo. And it's pretty rad. There was somebody in there this time, and I was like, hey. And she was like, hey. And she's just like on her phone, like sitting down. I go, so, just an arcade? And she's like, just an arcade. Okay. And I take out my phone, and I'm like taking these pictures. But like, super conspicuously. And then I became really obsessed with this place and was like, what is this? That's not a Family Fun Arcade. You can fit 10 people in there, at most. And 3 pinball games and Golden Axe? I mean, it's free, but. So I found out that it is a web of like Spokane insanity. It was put up by a weed store because you can't open a weed store within 6 blocks of a Family Fun Center. So another weed store bought it so they could have the whole 12 blocks of Sprague without another weed store competing with them. And I was like, that is some damned Yankee ingenuity. Hey, I got some crappy old arcade games in a shed. So, that was my adventure for finding a monologue for this week. Thanks so much. Sean, did you like that? Okay, good. You know, Sean and I had worked out this bit, but he shrunk substantially. So, to segue into introducing Kris Dinnison, and it's not really going to work this time. So I'm just going to introduce our next guest, Kris Dinnison. Come on up, Kris. Here she is. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome. Have a seat. How's it going?
Talk about Sean works for us, and I don't think the child labor laws are gonna
Right.
this change.
I'll try to get him back before his shift starts.
That'd be great. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Okay. How's it going?
Good.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been to the other two, and they were so much fun.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
So much fun. And...
I got you a pineapple.
Oh, thank you. I got you something too because it was your birthday yesterday.
Oh, really?
And somebody told me you really like sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got you these Birdie Bott's every flavor beans.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was gonna get you a pineapple, which I suspect maybe.
Well, that was gonna be my gag.
Yeah. It's nature's
Well, I was
candy.
hoping you'd be like, I got you a pineapple, and I was gonna go, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I got you a
I
pineapple.
was gonna get you a pineapple, but then I forgot, so I got you Birdie Bott's.
Well, I'm glad I got you a
There
pineapple.
might be a pineapple one flavored.
Well, that's my favorite.
Yeah, but there also might be baby diaper, so you have to.
Ooh.
be-
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah. it's
Okay.
one of
Hey,
those.
Sean, maybe I'll give you those.
Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So you
I was
don't
gonna-
have to hold that, yeah.
I was gonna fondle the.
You can if you like. Yeah. All right. Well, first, I forgot my fancy cards.
Yeah, you
Look at
got
this talk show. Author of young adult novel You, Me, and Him.
There's ands in there. They didn't put them on the
You
cover.
and Me and Him.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. They decided not to put the ands on the cover. I don't know.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I think Barnes and Noble told them not to. No, I mean that's real. That's a real story.
Really?
Barnes and Noble said,
No.
"I think the cover's too fussy," and they changed it. So they took the
And they
ands
didn't.
off.
They didn't run it by you or anything.
No, well, most authors don't get really a say in what their cover
Once
looks
you
like.
sign
I
it
got
away.
more input than most people did, but at that point, if Barnes and Noble says, we're going to buy a bunch of your book if you make these minor changes to the cover, most publishers will go, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Because what's the, there's
what's
not
the
really
point?
artistic
Fine. I'm
cost
gonna sell it to my
that.
friends.
Yeah, exactly. So the people that actually want to make money on literature will say, sure.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
Take off
Oh,
the
interesting.
ands
I
and do
didn't.
that.
I didn't know. A little inside baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the book though, because coming of age.
Yeah, it's a book about a girl named Maggie who's overweight and her best friend Nash, who's a gay guy, and neither one of them have ever had a boyfriend. And then a new guy moves to town, and they both fall for him. And so it's a novel of friendship and unrequited
Competition.
love, and how to make things right when you screw up with the people that you care about. And
I've talked to a couple people about that. One of my favorite movie genres is the coming of age.
Oh, yeah.
Like mermaids.
yeah.
Now and then.
Well, I'm a lot older than you, but John Hughes movies and
Oh,
things.
yeah. Well, I recently found out that the reason he made Some Kind of Wonderful is because so many people were mad about Pretty in Pink that she didn't get together with Ducky.
Oh, yeah.
And so he made Some Kind of Wonderful.
I love Some Kind of Wonderful.
That's
It's
like
a
my
light-
favorite
I know,
one, right?
Mary Stuart Masterson is amazing
she's
in
so
that
cool.
movie. Yeah.
My
yeah.
future looks good on you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And the Eric Stoltz in that movie. I don't know about anything he's done since, but in that movie he's amazing.
Yeah. I think it was The Mask before that.
Yeah.
Mask,
Yeah.
not The
Kinda
Mask.
lost track of it.
Smoking.
And then he was weird on some sci-fi spin-off of Battle.
He was in. He was also Marty McFly.
Right. Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Man, crazy. Well, it sounds like a good book.
Well, thanks. I might be biased.
I
but
kind
other
of.
people- yeah.
Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Well, I think the best compliment I got was from my editor at Houghton Mifflin, and she said, "To me, this feels like John Hughes movie with some Shakespeare undertones." And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said.
How many people have a copy? Ah, I got some fans. That's good. Oh man, well, and how long did you take to write it?
Well, it took a while. It's the first novel I ever wrote, which is not typical for that to get published, and so
Yeah.
I think but I started writing it as a practice novel, and so I'm going to teach myself how to write a novel.
Oh, okay.
And I think because I thought nobody would ever see it, I was able to write more truth into it than maybe I would have if I'd been conscious of an audience, and so. It's a completely freakish thing that it got published because
I read a lot of Amazon reviews, and
Yeah.
that's the number one thing. Like very real characters, very
Oh, about my book?
Yeah.
Well, good. I
Yeah.
like hearing that. Yeah. It's interesting though. You can't please everyone because there are a lot of people who are like,
I went and bought it.
You know, they all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't look at the YouTube
Yeah.
comments on it.
No.
That's nice. But yeah, I bought it today, so
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
I'll get there.
I could have brought. Maybe you'll win the one tonight. You
Oh
can-
well, I did enter the raffle, so maybe.
Yeah. So. I brought a copy in German too.
Ooh, a German
Yeah, it
copy.
was
Oh wait,
published
how
in
many other countries?
Just Germany.
Just Germany?
Yeah. Just,
They love the coming of age.
I don't know.
How did you get the idea for the book?
Well, I don't know, I had this idea of a girl that worked in a record store because Maggie, my main character, works in a record store.
Pretty big.
Yeah, kind of that, but yeah. So there was just like this idea that she would be into this stuff, this music that nobody else was really listening to, and she has a great relationship with the guy who owns the record store, that sort of washed out 80s musician who bought his own, but made enough money to buy his own record store and kind of does that. So, but then she sort of evolved and became, I mean, anyone who knows me and has read the book knows that there's a lot of things about her that are a lot like me, but from when I was writing it, it sort of became the me I wished I had been in high school. Like,
Well, that's
responding to the things.
I think that's what anybody would do, right?
So, so Maggie's not me, but there are definitely things, some idealization of what I wish I had done.
Parallels there,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. Oh, interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. It came out last year?
2015.
2015.
Yeah,
Okay, 2 years ago.
yeah,
Okay,
and then
cool.
the paperback came out in 2016.
And then what, are you working on things now, or?
Oh yeah, I've written all kinds of failed novels since then.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Came in too hot.
You know, well, really though, I think any writer has to write some crappy stuff.
Sure.
Really, and so the fact that the first big thing I ever wrote got published means that all those novels that most people write and put in the drawer and nobody ever sees, I feel like I'm writing those now.
You went backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I do have, I don't know if anything will happen, but I got sort of, I needed a break from fiction after the third novel that my agent was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And so I went down this rabbit hole of research about animals that drink blood and wrote a little nonfiction picture book for kids about animals that
Drink blood.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, and then it turns out, they're like, so anyway, that's out. We'll see if anyone wants to buy it. But there's like 14,000 species that drink blood.
Oh well,
Yeah,
I
so
would
it's
not
not
have
like,
guessed
it's
that.
not it's a
Not
pretty,
a niche.
actually a pretty common thing. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And so, yeah.
I picture like, what are those pictures like? I picture like tigers with a goblet, like.
Oh, yes. That would be really cool. But it's not nonfiction.
Oh.
You do like that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in a library, so I'm hoping that we can separate. I know they separate the nonfiction from the
Right.
fiction.
Yeah. You just put one of those tables up front.
Yeah. But I do like that. Maybe if the nonfiction sells, I can write. Maybe it could be like the what's that? The treehouse, Magic Treehouse. You know how they have the novels and then they have the nonfiction companions to the novels.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So maybe I could write the nonfiction, and then if people like it, I can write like a fiction thing with tigers
Well,
with goblets.
yeah.
I can do that.
Anything with animals drinking blood out of
Yeah,
a
out of
chalice
goblets,
or
yes,
a goblet,
chalices.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So you also own a couple shops in town.
We do.
Yeah, Atticus and Boo Radley's
Yeah.
favorites. Yeah.
My husband actually left the house tonight to come out and.
Oh,
He's-
good
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Good work.
He's really the mastermind, but
Yeah.
I mean, Boo Radley's he ran for years while I was the teacher, so I can't really take a lot of credit for that. I've been very supportive, but and then Atticus, we've had since 2009. We bought it from Four
Oh,
Seasons.
yeah, well, they're all fan favorites.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah.
Thanks. We like them.
But I was going to ask, what's the worst job you've ever had before you had
Well, I think I've written about this in the Islander, but my dad owned a seed company in Oregon. He was a part owner in a seed company, and so they bought this
Wait,
seed,
a seed
like grass seed.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, so it's wheat and grass seed and
Right,
stuff like
okay.
that. And so they bought this warehouse that had been empty for like 15 years, and I worked there during the summer, and so our job was to clean out this warehouse that had been sitting with like rotting grain
Oh,
and
cool.
like where you would dump the wheat trucks. It was just like a pit of water and rotting grain. And
How old were you?
I was 19, 20.
Yeah.
And but the rats were intense.
Yeah.
Because they were all these like giant
Grass-fed.
grain-fed rats that had never, for 15 years, nobody ever
rats.
bothered them. So they were like alpha super rats.
Yeah.
And there was a guy I came upon one time and was just like, okay, that is a really big rat. And the guy I worked with, Dave, came around the corner and grabbed a pitchfork and just like,
Drink this blood.
dispatched the rat for me, which I appreciated. But that wasn't awesome. I mean, I actually liked it better than working in the office, which is what I'd done the year before for the company. But it was, it was pretty gritty there for a while.
Pretty gruesome, pretty grim time. Well, I think that's all. I mean, do we want to end on the killing of the rat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, we can do that.
Anything you want to plug? I mean, can we get your book at Boo Radley's or Atticus?
Well, I think I might have brought the last copy to give away tonight that we
Oh,
had
okay.
at Atticus, but yeah, I mean, they have it at Auntie's.
But you can
and
get Auntie's,
we
Amazon,
I
all
think we
that.
probably have some copies around somewhere.
And the lousy
Yeah,
Barnes and
where all
Noble.
fine books are sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kris, thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Don't move.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stay or not, but stay. We're gonna have you might know our next guest, the face of Northern Quest Casino, our favorite bid, Mark Robbins. Mark. Actually, I'll stand right here with you. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
It's going well.
Yeah,
Thanks
good.
for having me up.
Yeah. That's Kris and Sean.
Hi, you guys.
Yeah. What's going on? What's new?
Well, on this Sunday, I'm doing a stand-up at the Spokane Comedy Club. Have you ever done that
great.
before?
Yeah. Done
And
stand-up?
what's that?
You done stand-up?
I haven't. It's a new endeavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
good.
and then, I mean, you can imagine as the spokesperson for Northern Quest Casinos that I know a lot about the novel To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh. Well. Oh, hey.
And-
Bradley's Atticus.
Yeah, Kris
oh,
is here.
I see.
Yeah, and she didn't mention she used to own a restaurant downtown called Scout too.
Oh. Right.
So I'm actually in this show, your show, the one that's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
I have a recurring bit where I play a live reporter who is reporting live.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, I'm reporting from Alabama,
Oh.
talking about lesser known facts about the novel To Kill a Mockingbird
Oh.
in a segment that's called What You Don't Know Might Kill You.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah, well, it's at, I don't actually report live because we recorded it last night at your
in the
house.
basement, yeah.
So, but I'm gonna hide behind this pillar, but I'm wearing the same clothing, so
It looks
everyone
like-
thinks that I'm reporting
Right.
live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, right? All right, well, let's check out your report.
Okay,
Thanks.
all right,
Thanks, Mark.
thanks. It's good to see you, Ryan. You know, a lot of people don't know that in an earlier draft of To Kill a Mockingbird, after killing Bob Ewell in the woods, Harper Lee has a usually silent Boo Radley exclaim, "Boo shakalaka!"
I don't think that's true.
That's true, Ryan. No, Boo's exclamation didn't make it into the final draft of the novel, but the phrase did evolve into the now popular boom shakalaka. You see, Harper Lee loved contests, especially slam dunk contests. Also, if you say boo shakalaka 112 times, the same number as there are pages in the Cliff Notes version of the novel, you die. Believe me, I tried it, but I lost count.
Well, 112 times, that's a lot of times.
Good point, Ryan. You know, a lot of people don't know that in To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee is making a comment not just about race, but about gender. Through the motifs of scouts acting more and more like a girl each day, through the neighbor Miss Maudie scoffing at the way others scoff at her, and through Aunt Alexandra's arrogant assumption about the way that scouts should behave, Harper Lee points out the ugly ways that we program women and girls to maintain the status quo. Also, if you kill a mockingbird, it's a sin. This has been Mark Robbins, star reporting for Lilac City Live. Remember, what you don't know might kill you.
All right, I had no idea.
Well, you're welcome.
Hey, be sure to catch Mark Robbins Sunday night at the Spokane Comedy Club. Thanks, Mark. All right, our next guest is a visual artist who's kind of a jack of all trades. He owns a shop down on Monroe called Kingsley and Scout. My buddy Nick Lewis. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good, good. Ooh. Have a seat. Yeah, they're a little, working on a library budget.
What's up, man? How you
Not
been?
much. How you feeling?
Long time no see.
Yeah, right? I brought a McDonald's today.
He did.
We ate quarter pounders.
We did. Well, double quarter pounders.
Well, you went double, but you're tall.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. I'm a little nervous.
Little
I'll be honest
nervous?
with you.
Yeah?
This is not really my thing. I'm more of a inside the head kind of guy. But
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came
but
out.
here we
though.
are.
Yeah, because you have a lot. I mean, you do a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, the money was good, so how could I turn it down? So, you know.
Right, yeah. We script on microphones to pay
Yeah.
our guests a handsome sum.
I feel like I have to do this thing.
So your
where,
mic.
like, it's not gonna get.
It
in the
is
way.
getting pretty mad. I was telling some people, I'm like, I don't know, maybe a little. What do you think?
It's a product of laziness.
Okay.
I get a lot of like, how do you?
You
do
work
it?
right
How do
next
you
to
do
a
it?
barber shop, right?
I know.
You like co-own a shop with a barber?
Yeah, I know. The ironic thing is I can't afford clothes or a haircut, so it is what it is. You know, everyone always asks me, how do you do it? And I go, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just let it
It
go.
just happens.
Yeah, you just don't do anything.
No, I don't. I need to do it because I don't have a chin.
I would like to say I'm hiding one, but it's the same sort of situation. It is what it is.
Well, I was like, well, I should have Nick on, and then I had to think about
Yeah, what am I doing here?
what. I had to think about in what aspect would I have you on here because you do, I know you don't like the flattery, but I mean, really, photography. This is one of your works. I know.
Yeah, that drumstick
You know.
right there, you can see.
Maybe we can jump to the next one maybe on this one. But yeah, photography kind of snuck up on you. You're self-taught.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I'm self-taught everything. If there's one regret I have in life, it's that it didn't go to college, and I've been kind of making up for it since then. And but yeah, photography. I kind of found in a weird way. I bought a camera for a girl I was dating, and that she had to have. And so I got it for her, and of course she left me, and there's this camera sitting around. I'm like, well, might as well use it.
Yeah.
And so I picked it up years ago, and I fell in love instantly with it. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And,
And you've been,
I haven't put it
that
down.
thing's been a workhorse. You've been using
probably
it.
a couple 100,000 photos on
Yeah.
cameras, yeah.
The flash doesn't work anymore.
The thing about photography is, if you push the button long enough and enough times, like, something's bound to turn out good eventually, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think you have to have an eye, and you certainly have
I
an
picked
eye.
the wrong photos to give you on this one.
No. It's my fault. I didn't realize we'd have the all this gear here. I didn't think about that. But that's the railroad.
I get a lot of questions about that photo. That's actually the one that's right behind Chipotle on Division Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's that
It's
one.
not like the Billy Loves Lisa one or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah. You
no,
think
no.
Billy still hearts Lisa?
Yeah, man.
That's been up there forever.
If you could get Billy on this show,
If I can get Billy and Lisa,
Right?
oh
I'd be
man,
there.
that's a love story just waiting. Kris!
I should write it.
Perfect.
Yeah, see, are you long exposure
long
is like
exposure.
my...
It's just looking over Maple Street. That's Washington Street, the U.S. Bank building.
Yeah. Was there a particular, you like landscapes, you like city?
No, for me, I just love the process. Like anything I do, that's probably why I do so many things. Is I like the journey. I like figuring out how to do things. Once I get there, I don't want to do it anymore.
Right. Yeah, you get bored with it?
Like, you're totally bored with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the learning process.
But
for
see,
me.
this is where I say you have the eye, because you said you took this from the street level, and that blows my mind. 'Cause
I'm pretty sure I walked out of sushi.com in the parking lot, and I always had my camera with me, and I just always rattle off stuff.
Yeah.
Always constantly rattling off stuff. I don't know where I took that from. Somewhere I got kicked out of, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
you
a
kind
lot
of
of
go late night and with a crew and just snap pics.
Yeah, typically weekly we go out and have a couple drinks and a good dinner
Hold on
with
this one
foodies,
here.
and we see what kind of trouble we can find. I'm not getting too much trouble. We walk that line.
Well, we're adults now.
You don't want to get in trouble. We try to ask for permission when we go shoot. We're not trying to be.
That's you and your boy there.
Yeah, that's Niles Kingsley. He's in the audience somewhere.
That picture before, you also do like hand painted signs.
Yeah,
that
we
was
do.
the Vessel coffee shop. Nick painted that by hand.
We do a lot of commercial lettering.
He did
in
all of
town.
that. That's his shop.
That's the store.
That's all hand painted.
Did not paint that.
No.
That car, but it's
No. Car's pretty dope though. Your hand painting skills look extra good next
Thank
to a
you.
lowrider.
That's the store.
And that's the store, and you built that from scratch, man.
Did build that from scratch.
It's
It was-
really,
it
if you
was-
haven't been, has anybody been to King's Lead Scout? Yeah, really, I really recommend going in. It's really cool. It is a men's shop, yeah, but
men's
there's,
clothing in front and a bar in the back.
yeah, and a bar in the back. It's really cool. And there's knick-knacky stuff too, like not just clothes.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
But you do a lot of community stuff, like this.
We do, the store. I have a retail background, and I love clothing, and I love the interaction I get to have with people on a daily basis. But really, I want the store to be a vessel for doing community work, like the blood drives that we do. It's a way to be able to be in the public eye and be able to give back to the community and have a place to house it, basically.
Yeah.
We're not in it to make money. We're in it to make the city better.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's this blood drive now is Saturday, March 10th. He's really trying to make it a really big event. He wants to get 2 vans there, buses.
Yeah. So this will be the 3rd one we've done the first year and a half. We do it biannually, and we're trying to get 100 people to give a pint this time around. I hope to have it be 500 people and 10 buses someday, but every little bit of help. The thing about blood is, it's really easy, and
Positive.
for me, I always want to give back to the community and do volunteer work, but it's really hard to find time. Like, we have so little time that we can give to not our family and our friends and
Your job and
everything. And so, there's nothing else that I've found that you can do that has as much impact in a short amount of time. So you can save a life in an hour.
Yeah, you really can't.
The thing about blood drives is if we wait until we need it, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to be proactive about it, and this is our way twice a year to try to hopefully help that.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate it too, because my oldest son was in the hospital when he was first born for several months, and since then I've donated blood, and that was 8 years ago, and it really is like a huge thing, and it's you're literally saving somebody's life. It's a really cool thing. So, and I waited till I was in that situation.
Hey, I
and
did too,
needed to, so.
Sometimes it takes an impact close to your heart or in your life to make something important, but I implore you to join us and have some fun. And we're a little rowdier than most blood tribes, and they love coming out, and
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun.
They bring
doing
a
it.
lot of animals that drink blood. So it's like a thing.
I knew we were on this couch together for a reason.
Call back. Nailed it. Where's the shop?
2810 North Monroe.
It's right at the bottom of the hill there, before you get up to
I always tell
Garland.
people it's halfway in between Northwest Boulevard and Garland.
Yeah,
And,
it's a
east side
really
of the
cool
street.
shop. I really recommend you go. Also, you can find prints of your photography and your paintings out and about. You can find them at the shop.
I'm not a big fan of putting myself out there. However,
I know you didn't want me to, but you know.
Every once in a while. No.
But the store is on Instagram. Kingsley and Scout.
Kingsley Scout, that's how everybody figures out. The part I love about the store is I get to be able to shoot once a week a new product that comes in and be artistic in that way and put it up in a new way on the social media.
Yeah, and so your recent design, the T-shirt design, is like an homage to an
We just put a new T-shirt out this week that is a homage to a postmodernist feminist named Barbara Kruger, who was big in the Warhol era, and I'm just a big fan of her work. And there's other people that have copied her work and not given her due credit. So I wanted to do something that not only was something that the city could get behind, but also educate the youth
where it comes
their
from.
favorite brands' logos are coming from.
Right. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, the background. Yeah.
So.
Well, great, man. I'm stoked. Everybody, go out, donate blood. Go buy some art. Go buy some clothes. Have a drink. Nick Lewis, everybody. Folkinception, do you guys want to come up? Now we're gonna we'll bail here in just a sec, but we're gonna have actually it's really funny. Oh, these guys are actually gonna take the couches, so yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks, Nikki. Take this pineapple. Thanks, Sean. The woman who usually makes the the posters and the flyers and stuff here for the library, she's home on bed rest because she's pregnant, and so Jason called her to tell her who was on the show, and on the original posters it says Folkinception.
It was close. It was very close.
Yeah. So I really, and then Jason and I were talking about we should start a boy band called Folkinception and open for you guys, and that would be a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm going to do the Saturday Night Live intro for you because it's my favorite thing to do. Are you guys ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Folkinception.
Conan O'Ryan, everyone. I've been thinking about that all day.
Remember.
Early grade.
Spend my time just trying to get by, buying my life at the company store. Just trying to save enough so I can move buy back the time I had before. No, it ain't easy. It doesn't always please me when the sun comes up. You know my back is sore, but it ain't gonna beat me. Nobody's gonna keep me down. I come around, I'm moving up for sure. Speak of a better way. Gonna live a life I love today. No need to be afraid. Far better than digging that grave. Oh. But I feel like I'm trending in the right direction. Got a feeling in my gut that I'm gonna pull through. And the more I believe it, more I seem to see. You know the blessed life continues. Speak bucket, chains in a bucket, chains in a bucket, gypsy road. Pain, I can stop it, pain, I can stop it, pain, I can stop it, don't you know? Chains in my pocket, chains in my pocket, chains in my pocket, to the alley we go. Speak of a better way, gonna live a life I love today. No need to be afraid, far better than digging that early grave. Speak of a better way, gonna live a life I love today. No need to be afraid, far better than digging that early grave.
It's all Morgan's idea.
Well, this will be number 4. We
this is-
garage landed. We went to garage land.
Which was a really good opener.
And then after that we did
Hogan's.
because we wanted to diner it up.
Yeah, we wanted to go diner stuff.
Yeah.
But then we did Wisconsin Burger, which was very good. Lots of onions, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
And so now we've done these 3 like legitimate burger places, and we're getting down to sort of the nitty gritty where now we kind of have to put our money where our mouth is. He might hang out with
Is Hamlet our mascot? Oh no, I'm good. Y'all are the dorks.
Oh, she's talking about us. We're the
Y'all.
Alright, well let me just look at this menu.
Let's see what the options are. Look at the burger
Oh wait,
section.
okay, do we want to get, is there a burger? There's a hamburger on the kids menu.
I think that's the only option.
Well, there's also an
There's an
$11.50
American-
hamburger. American dishes, cheeseburger deluxe, $11.25.
I think that's what we have to do.
Is that the last page?
Yeah, wait, hang on. Should one of us get the kids version now? Ew, serve with french fries and milk?
Together.
Seriously, it's like I spend too much time hanging out with you eating dumb burgers.
Well, that's killed our friendship because it's now the only thing we do.
That's true. I
That's
don't
not
think I even like you anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know who I am.
Or just
So we realized
the
that at some
burger.
point, if it's possible, if we're actually going to physically do this, we kind of have to make it the rule that we eat one burger at each of us eats a full burger each at every place in Spokane that serves one, not every burger
Possible.
sold by every place.
Yeah, and I think at first we were like, well, we do the basic cheeseburger at every place, right? But then places have like, you know, signature burgers or like weird things you'd want to try. So I think each journey has to have. I'm calling them journeys, by the way.
yeah.
That's the name that I'm calling them. Each journey has to have like a basic cheeseburger, and then someone can get the weird one. So far, it's been Jordan.
Do you know if that has pickles on it?
Black cheeseburger. It should. It got
If it,
pickle, onion,
if it does,
tomato, and lettuce.
could you take off the pickles?
No Black cheeseburger. Full experience.
You're
No
having
pickle.
The waitress did not seem to be phased at all that you ordered cheeseburgers.
I was getting a slight hint of like, okay, cheeseburger, okay. And then
You don't want pickles.
And then the second guy is also like, I also want that.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more of like, okay, and a side of, that's, you know, like, and what else though? Like, you just came here for this? This looks better than I was expecting.
I mean, I'm good, honestly. You take it
All the
The
vibes,
ambiance.
you know?
I'll go first. Poison tester.
All right.
All right.
This is gonna sound stupid, but that beef, I can taste the beef. It tastes fine. It's like beef, it's good.
It's time. Here we go. Cafe and burger.
Oh,
Whoa.
good bite. Got some good lettuce in there. Are there onions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's absolutely onion. This is also dumb, but I really like it. I really like how crunchy the lettuce is, and it's like very simple. I don't know. It's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought this was gonna be the shitty burger episode, but
Good work, Cafe Inn.
good work, Cafe Inn. I'm glad we came on in.
Consensus for me is I like this better than Hogan.
I feel the same
I like this
way.
better than Hogan.
Wow, really?
Maybe we just had an off day at Hogan. All right, here, try it. Did you read yours already?
No, I did. I definitely read it, but I was trying to just to fit with
You
them.
read each other's and then they become true.
Oh, I've never done that
And you
before.
read with the friends. No.
Oh, this is fun. Someone is speaking well of you at this very moment.
Yours says, Sui Chong Company Incorporated.
No,
1960
no, flip it.
Shit, hold on. Good things come in small packages.
Heyo.
Did we just find our new favorite burger?
I think we found our new favorite burger place. What does it say?
Oh, Morgan.
Uh-huh.
It says, great things come at unexpected times.
Oh, I love it.
Just like stick
Good.
around afterwards.
Good night.
Let's kick some ass.
Who's that?
Every damn burger. I mean, we could make that a series, I think. It'd be really good. Folks, our last guest is here. Well, she's right there, but she's the best of PDX as named by Helium Comedy Club, self-taught comedian, 5-time college dropout, advocate of troubled youth, and just the sweetest thing, my dear, dear friend, Alayna Becker.
I think I only dropped out of college 4 times. Thank you. I first want to say thank you guys all for being here tonight. I'm from Spokane. I don't live here anymore. I live in Portland. And I love you. So this is amazing that you guys are all here tonight. A lot of people that have known me since I was a baby or like a really stupid teenager are here, and I think that's cool. We are standing in the very building of the first institution that ever sent me to collections. Which, you know, like libraries help kids and people find out who they are. And they helped me to discover that I'm just gonna have really bad credit.
Oh, my mic's on.
Oh, give it up for Ryan Tucker, everybody. Yeah, I do live in Portland now. It's fine. Like, I don't know what the hype's all about. I will tell you guys that you can get pho after 9 p.m. in other cities. So check it out sometime. You know, at my first job when I moved to Portland about 2 years ago, I worked at a homeless shelter because I'm a really good person. And on my very first day of the job, I was helping a guy find his number on the housing list. And I looked up at him and I realized that his ear was falling off. And I was like, "Sir, are you okay?" Because I'm a really good person. And he was like, "Oh, is it bad? Do you think I need to go to the hospital?" And I was like, "You need to van go to the hospital." He thought it was really funny, but my boss did not. So I got fired. I think the most annoying thing about Portland is when people say, "Portland's so weird, keep Portland weird." Like, Portland's weird, like a 14-year-old girl is like so random. Which is like not at all. Portland's like weird, and Spokane's like weird. Like, this is not a Craigslist deep dive. This is like the first two things I found when on Craigslist misconnections. And I'm going to share it with you tonight. This is the abridged version. Years back, I can't even remember when, his hair was the color of a rich sangria, and his smile could melt brass. I remember the way it felt when he held me, the smell of his putrid cologne. When he kissed me, it reminded me of moldy sandwiches. Okay, I'm gonna skip 5 paragraphs of that. And she ends this sucker with, I guess you could say I miss you, and I always have, but the thing is, you'll never know because I'm afraid that you've never even cared at all. But just like the wind, I'll carry on. Signed, me. Okay, this is my all-time favorite. This is a Men for Men in Misconnections. And the title of it is Back Shaving, age 54. I just need a dude to come over and shave my back. I got clippers and everything we need. I could do you too, or whatever. Name your price. Bout it. So, like, that's what Spokane's up to. Let's see. What else do you guys want to talk about? You know, a lot of really good things have happened to me since I moved away. One of them, I quit drinking. Thank you. Quiet supporters in the back. I have, you know, it's been almost a year, and I really feel just like so much like better than you. I was like one of the people that like had to quit drinking. Like, I'm a really anxious person, and drinking wasn't helping. Does anybody else in here suffer from anxiety? That's about right. Once I said that, and people were like, fuck yeah. And I was like, no, you don't. You're lying. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't supposed to swear. Sorry, I take that back. He said, F yeah. But like, for those of you that don't know, having anxiety is a lot like having your middle school PE teacher just living in your head all the time. Her name was Mrs. Lebedinsky, and she was just like, Becker, 10 more? But for me, instead of push-ups, it's just like memories from high school parties and weird shit I said. But if I could have dinner with anybody living or dead, it would be Mrs. Lebedinsky, and she would be dead. That's not her real name, and usually I do say her real name, but like, there are people I went to middle school with in this room, so I skipped it. But I think you guys can all like fill in what that name was. Man, let's see, what else is new? I think probably a lot of you know this, but I was a really ugly kid. I was a really weird kid as a result. My brothers used to sing this song to me. It was really sweet. They sang Dude Looks Like a Lady, but as Dude Looks Like Alayna. You guys are like sweet to just like do a little like pitter laugh, because that's like pretty funny. Like, I'm okay. I'm hardened. I can take it. My brother's in the room tonight, and like, let's give him a round of applause for coming up with that. The other thing that was pretty like confusing to me as a kid, I really wanted to be like cool with the bros. I went to Hamblin Elementary School, go Huskies. I really wanted to hang out with the cool bros, and so I wore stretchy pants over my stretchy shorts on one of those like could be either way spring days. Because, like, that's what the dudes want. They're like, are you ready for whatever weather? And it was before, like, zip-off cargos. Was there a time before zip-off cargos? But so this particular spring day, it was PM recess, so it was finally hot enough to take off my long, stretchy pants. But in doing so, I took off my stretchy shorts and my stretchy underwear. And this kid named Adam Taylor, his real name, just yells, "Look at her dick!" Which is why I can't hate men, because I used to be one. This is just like, this is not a joke, this is just a question I have about dick. How do we live in a world where people choose that as their name when in their very same language it means penis? Like, I don't understand that. Okay, I'll work on that. Just a question that popped into my head today. Let's see, what else? Before I moved to Portland, I was a high school debate coach. Just so you guys know that I am both smart and beautiful. And like one day I got an email from the principal that was like, hey, you need to have a meeting with this parent because somebody is bothered by the language that you've been using in the classroom. So you guys have heard me accidentally slip some swears. But I was very good about it at school. So I was like really concerned when I heard that I had said something that offended somebody, because I'm a really good person. And so the day finally came where I had the meeting with the mom. And when I got in the room, it was like, oh, that's a mother, not a mom. And she was the mother of Cedar, who was a homeschool kid. And the principal asks me, it's like, Alayna, I really need you to apologize for what you said in the classroom. And I was like, I would be really glad to do that, but I would just like to know like what it is that I said that offended you so much. And she like wrings her hands and pulls down her like button down that's buttoned all the way to the top. In not like the cool way, in like the like uh-oh way. And she says, well, you said diarrhea. And I was like, okay, that's a medical term, first. And second, Cedar definitely had diarrhea. So I just was, at this point, like, having fun. And I realized, like, the principal also did not know what language I had used, so he's just, like, stabbing himself in the thigh with a thumbtack, like, just, like, trying to keep a straight face. And so I just, it's a Wednesday, kicking back. And so I ask, well, what do you call it at home? And she looks at me dead in the eyes, and she says, oh, we just call it the Juicy Twos. So everybody's different. Isn't that cool? Like, we all just get to live in this world together. I'm Alayna Becker. You guys are awesome. I'm going to bring Ryan Tucker back up to the stage.
Oh, good. Oh, man, Alayna Becker, keep it going. I do a double.
Oh, I like the double.
Oh, that's good.
Is this on? No.
No, okay, check it.
I'm just going to use this again.
No, check it again.
Check it again. Check it again?
Yeah, there it is.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah. If I said it, can you hear me? If I said it and forget it, can you hear me? Yeah. Cool. I'm only hearing that from the front row, but that's fine. Let's go. What do you want to know?
Oh boy, so self-taught.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no theatrical tricks class for what I just did. That's art that can only be felt from the soul, so.
I think you're really funny.
I think you're really funny. Oh, we can't get too close.
Oh.
So,
Keep some space for.
yeah, you're my favorite funny friend.
Well, likewise.
Thank you.
And you came all the way over here from Portland just for this show, didn't you?
I'll do anything for you, and I think you know that.
Come on, Alayna. How long have you been doing comedy?
Let's see. I did my first like open mic in the basement at Brooklyn Nights, which I like intentionally chose because there were no people there. But actually, like my very first boss happened to be there, who I think is also still here tonight, Tara. She left. But anyway, she was there, and that was probably like 3 years ago.
She's here.
Hey.
Tara!
Tara!
What's up?
She's the best boss I ever had, and she was at my first open mic, so. And that was 3 years ago here, and then I didn't like super love the comedy scene here. It's like kind of weird. Everybody here is like doing like wonderful work. But so like I felt really nervous all the time, mostly because I had an ex that also did comedy. That was kind of the biggest thing. So when I moved away, I started taking it like way more seriously. And
you've been doing really well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess so.
best.
Yeah, well,
Helium.
okay, it was like one of 5, and it was like of female comics, but hey.
Take it when you can get it.
Yeah, no, I will use that credit until I die.
But you're also doing your own show.
Yeah, I do have my own show. It's an advice show where we have comedians on, they do a set, and then our like internet fans write into our hot.
It's me.
It's actually all Ryan, but he calls himself the Deaner.
Everybody knows now.
Yeah, well, they're not going to come to my show unless you want to come to my show.
You should. If
you
you're
should
in the Portland
come to my
area.
show.
It's monthly, yes, like this.
Yeah, it's first Thursday of every month. It's really super fun. Aaron Fink, who's in the room, he opens each show with a recorder solo, so it's like really cool and special and beautiful.
I had a friend in middle school, and he told me this story about how in grade school they had to go to music class, and they told everybody to bring a recorder.
Oh,
And he brought a
tape recorder. That is so pure of heart. Oh gosh.
You walk in the room with everybody, and he's got this 1992.
And they weren't small. It's not subtle.
You can't
just like tuck it away and be like, I don't know.
I forgot to bring mine.
Right, yeah. The internet doesn't exist now, so I can't like look up what's a recorder. Oh man.
What else are you doing? You got shows coming up? You got anything in the works?
Yeah, I mean I have a bunch of shows coming up, but none here.
Right. Yeah.
So if you guys want me to rattle off a bunch of stuff,
yeah, come on.
Come on. Tell us. Just tell us. No, I think my biggest show coming up is at Helium Comedy Club in Portland on March 7th. If you guys feel like taking a long road trip for that. I don't know. I'm writing a book that it's part of like I'm in a prose writing program, and so I have a book that will come out at the end in June. So that's the other thing that I'm like mostly working on right now. Would that be available really exciting. Well, I'm gonna like drop it. I think I'm gonna see if I can talk Kris into having a couple aunties, you know.
Rub elbows.
Yeah, like, hey, remember that time we were on Lilac City Live together? What do you think about housing some books? Yeah, I don't know. I feel really excited about that, but it has nothing to do with comedy.
Well,
it's not even funny at all. Oh, a lot of it's about like Robert Yates, though. So.
Oh, that's what you asked me about him the other day.
Yeah. Which, like, Ryan was like, I don't remember Robert Yates.
I didn't know.
Do you guys remember Robert Yates? Like, nobody's reacting to this.
I'm not from here.
Yeah, Yakima, though. Like, in the same, like, syndicated news cycle, you're from here.
No, fair enough.
We do have differing tastes on our, like, home cheeseburgers. Like, I'm a Zips girl, and he's, like, never got into it, which is hurtful.
Yeah. Right. What are you doing?
Get it.
Well, Well, Alayna, thanks for coming on the show.
You gotta go.
Folks, we're gonna have Folkinception. God, man, I can't. Folkinception. Folkinception. One word. They're gonna come back up here and play another song for you. After that, we're gonna do a raffle. So if you entered the raffle, you feel free to stick around. If not, take off. Enjoy
You
the
won't win a
chilly,
poster
chilly
that I
night.
was asked to sign.
Yeah.
That's what you
She
miss
signed
out
your
on.
poster. Me too. We got very similar signatures. That's
It's
pretty
actually
good.
this. I actually learned my signature from copying Ryan's when I stole his identity. So that was me. Yeah.
Oh man, I should have known by all the tacos.
A lot of Zips cheeseburgers on his
Yeah.
credit card.
I never go to Zips. Alayna, thanks so much.
Can we do this?
Come on, we're doing it.
No, I just mean the mic.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Folkinception, you want to come on up? Is everybody here? Yeah, come on, guys. Whoa. Oh, that was you. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty
Can't
good.
complain.
Folkinception.
Let's give it up for KB. This is her first show with us.
Yeah. We can do a couple?
Sure. Do you always hold your co-host, or?
Well, now that he's so pocket-sized and cute.
But he's crazy smart, right?
Yeah.
Tons of life experience.
It's a doctorate. So, Folkinception, you got some merch in the back there. What do you have back there?
We got some T-shirts, stickers, CDs.
Okay.
Soon to be collectible, actually. Soon to be collectible.
Oh, okay.
That's foreshadowing.
So we're playing the Bartlett on Saturday, and we have a big announcement to make at the Bartlett.
Oh, well,
I wish I could do it here, but the
But it's for the
paperwork
Bartlett.
is still
not on
pending.
a
It's for the
late-night talk show.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a ritual sacrifice of our newest member.
God damn it.
Enjoy tonight.
Wouldn't be
Enjoy.
the first time.
Yeah, have a good time.
Well, everybody go.
Somebody needs to get me another beer then. I mean,
Well, they're going to play a couple more for you then, and be sure to go see them Saturday to get that big news. I'm going to go. That's at the Bartlett. What time?
I just told
9-ish?
you the big news. You don't have to come to the show.
Well,
wow.
I'd say be there by 8. 8's a good time to be there.
8's a great time to die.
Yeah, I mean, what time do you want to go out? 8, 10 o'clock, show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should probably come.
Everybody, thanks so much for coming. Tony, or Sean, do you want to thank everybody for coming and say goodnight?
Yeah, what's the point? Well, thanks for coming.
I'll drink to that.
Recent days, almost like a window pane, holding the light of the passing brightness. Do you feel betrayed? Maybe you've been led astray. Why does it feel so wrong to be righteous? you feeling, Spokane?